Despite his name being in the title, Jaco didn't appear in the last part of this What If. This was due to him heading to space shortly after the end of the tournament, but that didn't mean his presence hadn't caused a butterfly effect. Thanks to his carelessness, the Pilaf gang had gotten hold of his gun, which Mai had used to kill Colonel Silver. This led to Mai and Shu being captured, while Goku formed an alliance with Emperor Pilaf to storm Muscle Tower. Goku did most of the work, but they'd managed to free Mai and Shu as well as the mayor of Jingle Village. Though Dr. Gero had made off with Jaco's blaster, the Pilaf gang promised to assist Goku until they felt they'd paid him back, which was actually an excuse to hang around him and steal the wish when he found the Dragon Balls. So far they'd collected 3. Android 8 had given them one before they left the village, there was the ball the Pilaf gang had found, and the one Goku found in the jungle.
So, what are you going to wish for anyway?
Oh, I'm not gonna wish for anything. I just want to find the 4-star ball and bring it back to my grandpa. He lent it to Bulmer, but then it got kinda lost. So, you don't have anything you want? Then, can we have it? Well, I guess so, Goku answered with a shrug, tapping the Dragon Radar. This thing's broken though, so I'll need to go to Bulma to fix it. Pilaf couldn't believe how easy that had been. They didn't have to threaten him, he agreed to give him the wish. This kid didn't even want it so long as he got the 4-star ball afterwards. Maybe Goku was alright. Goku and the Pilaf gang would arrive in West City, but Goku didn't need to ask the police for directions this time since the Pilaf gang knew the way to Capsule Corp. That and Emperor Pilaf wanted to avoid the cops. Husky and the events surrounding her are anime only, so we can ignore them. After fixing the radar, Bulma decides to go with Goku, partly to get some space from Yamcha, and partly because she wanted to make sure the Pilaf gang didn't pull a fast one. She loved Goku, he was like her little brother, but the kid was stupid. This time though, Bulma could ride in the plane with the Pilaf gang instead of on the Nimbus, eventually deciding that she should drive instead of Mai. They'd tracked the Dragon Ball to somewhere in the middle of the ocean before realizing they were a little stuck. Goku tried to swim down, but he just couldn't hold his breath long enough, they'd need a submarine. Since they weren't far from Kame House, they'd see if they could borrow one from Roshi, who didn't seem to want to help until Pilaf offered him some adult magazines. Krillin would decide to go with them, although the submarine was pretty crowded with Bulma, Krillin, Goku, Pilaf, Mai, and Shu. They eventually managed to find the underwater cave. Unbeknownst to them, they were being followed by General Blue, who fired a torpedo at their sub. The gang are forced to surface in an underground pirate base, and Mai quickly explains to Krillin and Bulma who the Red Ribbon are before they abandon their submarine to hide. Goku, why didn't you tell me this would be so dangerous? Bulma snapped. You didn't ask. They didn't have time to argue, as they were being chased through the base by General Blue's men, dodging traps, fighting homicidal pirate robots, and then a giant octopus shows up, who Goku manages to defeat. During this fight, Goku and the Pilaf gang get separated from Krillin and Bulma, who eventually find their way to a room filled with treasure as well as the Dragon Ball. Unfortunately, they were being followed by General Blue. The fight between Krillin and General Blue proceeds as normal. It's pretty even until Blue uses his telekinesis to paralyze Krillin, leading to his defeat. Just as he is about to kill Krillin, however, Goku shows up. Goku and General Blue fight for a while, with Goku seeming to have the edge until General Blue paralyzes him, leaving Goku defenseless, while Blue takes his time beating him. This time, however, instead of Blue getting spooked by a mouse, Pilaf and the gang come to the rescue as Pilaf throws a capsule containing a mech. He uses the machine's flamethrower to attack General Blue, who hadn't seen it coming. And of course you can't paralyze a robot, so General Blue had no counter for this opponent. Unfortunately, Pilaf hadn't really thought through using a mech in such a small space, and the underwater cave began to collapse around them. Goku, Bulma, Krillin, Pilaf, Mai, and Shu grabbed the Dragon Ball before barely managing to escape in one of the pirate submarines, which is even more crowded than in the original. Thanks to being badly burned and pretty beaten up from fighting Goku and Krillin, Blue is unable to escape the collapsing cave and drowns. This means he doesn't escape, steal the Dragon Balls, and run off to Penguin Village. Once they're on dry land, Goku realizes it's only the 3-star ball and gives it to Pilaf. Meanwhile, Bulma scolds Goku for not telling her how dangerous this would be and says she'll never help him again. So what about you guys? I saved Shu and Mai from Muscle Tower and you helped us back there, so are we even? Pilaf hadn't thought of that. They needed an excuse to keep following this kid. You saved me and Shu, right? Mai exclaimed. That's 2 lives. We only saved you once, so we still owe you. But you saved Bulma and Krillin as well, so that's 3. Does that mean I owe you?
Well, fine then. You owe us, so we're gonna keep following you until you pay us back.
Is that how it works? Goku didn't get it, but he also didn't care. They could come if they wanted. A short while after saying goodbye to Krillin and Bulma, Goku and the Pilaf gang would head to the land of Korin to look for the next Dragon Ball. The Red Ribbon Army were already there, of course, searching for the ball on the orders of Commander Yellow. The ball was inside of a volcano, and after a small eruption, it would wind up in Bora and Upa's camp. Bora easily dispatches the Red Ribbon soldiers who came after it, but hesitates when Commander Yellow takes Upa hostage. But Goku shows up before long to help, easily beating Commander Yellow. As a result, Bora allows him to take the Dragon Ball, and this time it's his grandfather's 4-star ball, which he places in his pocket just above his heart like in the original. Around the same time, Commander Red is hiring Mercenary Tao to eliminate Goku, since by now the Red Ribbon are aware of the kid and how big a problem he is. As in the original, when Tao arrives, Bora tries to protect Goku, only to be killed by Tao, who then begins his fight with Goku. Pilaf can tell from the start that Goku is outmatched for once. Tao is avoiding everything easily. I honestly felt a little bad for the kid. Tao would headbutt Goku before grabbing him by the leg and tossing him into Korin's tower. Goku then starts to charge a Kamehameha.
Yeah, that's the way. Get him, kid.
Pilaf cheered before shutting up when Tao shot him a glare.
I'm not being paid to kill you, so don't give me a reason to.
Tao would block Goku's Kamehameha, though the attack destroyed the majority of his clothes. Tao would respond with the Dodon Ray, which left Goku unconscious, with Tao assuming he was dead. He took the bag containing the Dragon Balls, but missed the one in Goku's pocket since he didn't know about it and assumed all the ones Goku had were in the bag. Once he had the bag, he turned to Pilaf, Mai, and Shu as if daring them to make a move.
Shall we do something, sire?
Mai was admittedly kind of hoping Pilaf would say no.
Are you crazy? If Goku couldn't beat him, what are we gonna do?
They'd caught General Blue by surprise, but what were they supposed to do against Mercenary Tao? Tao smirked before taking his leave, leaving Upa and the Pilaf gang to check on Goku. They'd try to wake him up, but to no avail, eventually coming across the radio Jaco had given him and accidentally turning it on.
Hello? Goku? Are you okay?
We're not really sure.
Pilaf began. He's still breathing, sire, Mai spoke up, which Jaco overheard.
Wait, I recognize this voice. You're that guy you trapped up in that castle.
Yes, but we're working with the kid now, and he lost a fight pretty badly, but I think he should be fine.
Goku lost a fight?
That was a surprise. He knew of course how strong humans could be, but he was under the impression that was somewhat rare.
I'll be there in a few days.
There was a click as Jaco hung up. Once Goku had recovered, Upa would tell him about the legend of Korin Tower, and how anyone who climbed it would be given sacred water that will make them considerably stronger. And so naturally, Goku decides to climb it. Obviously, with retrospect, his Saiyan biology probably also made him stronger since Tower almost killed him. When I'm back, I'll get the Dragon Balls back and wish your father back to life. You guys will have to wait till next year, but I'll help you find them again. As much as Pilaf wanted to argue, he really couldn't. There was no way they'd be able to convince Goku to wait a year to revive Bora. This was probably the best offer they'd get. Goku's training with Korin is much the same, trying to catch him so he could drink the water. On the second day after Goku left, the 4-star ball would land on Mai's head, knocking her out and causing it to fall on top of Pilaf.
Sorry, Master Korin threw my things off the tower.
Goku apologized as he climbed down the tower before taking off climbing back up. This time, however, it took him 3 hours rather than an entire day, showing that he'd already improved. While he was up there, Jaco would arrive, and the Pilaf gang would explain to him that Goku was busy training at the top of the tower, so he chose to wait for him rather than interrupt. The next day, Tao would come back to finish the job, now with new clothes. Jaco considered fighting the guy himself, but just before that, Goku appeared, who seemed happy to see him.
Jaco? When did you get back?
Oh, just yesterday, but I decided not to interrupt your training. Tao cleared his throat.
I don't care about whoever you are, but I'm here to kill that boy for the Red Ribbon Army.
Goku would step in front of Jaco, warning Tao that he was stronger than he was before. The mercenary would quickly find he could no longer keep up with this kid. Even the Dodon Ray was ineffective as Goku just blocked it. The assassin would pretend to surrender before throwing a bomb at Goku and trying to jump out of range. But like in the original, Goku just kicks it back at him. Tao survives of course, but he's defeated for now. Goku retrieves his Dragon Balls from Tao and heads to the Red Ribbon Army base with Jaco in his spaceship and the Pilaf gang in their plane to get the 2 balls they had. That's where I'll stop for now. Obviously the Red Ribbon base didn't stand a chance against Goku by himself in the original, so Goku, Jaco and the Pilaf gang, well, it ain't gonna be good for them. Thanks for watching. I know this series doesn't really get as much attention as my others, but I enjoy writing it, so I hope you enjoyed watching it. Leave a comment if you have any thoughts or feedback, or just to say hi. Anything's fine. If you have any what if ideas, let me know those as well. Two I'm thinking of doing right now are what if Bardock was a brilliant scientist? So basically Bardock would actually be an average fighter but a brilliant scientist who invented the Powerball technique like that one random line in the Ocean dub says he is. And what if Cooler raised Goku? So instead of letting the Saiyan pod go, he captures it deciding it could be of use. Let me know what you think of those ideas, I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, bye. Anyone out there got a Nintendo Wii Classic controller? What does this button do? Anything?